Those of you that are doing yahoo, I feel for you seriously because you are just wasting your life. The guy I'm about to interview right now is going to tell you the story of how he used to be a fraudster. He wasted his youth only for him to realize that he did not achieve anything from it. Today he has finally quit fraud and he's trying to give his life a meaning. This time around with legitimate work. This is his story.
At the age of 16, I was already into fraud. My first cash out was $1,000.
And you did not know the actual value of $1,000.
Exactly. Next cash out was $30,000.
$30,000.
Next cash out $85,000.
You cashed out $85,000.
Still haven't known the price of
the worth of
dollar yet.
Wait, $100,000, $85,000, $30,000, $1,000 from the same person.
Same person.
Hey, Jesus! Wait, what did you even promise him?
I was still grateful for the land I had, the keke and bike I bought, which was working.
Okay, those are the only things you used the money for. Bro, I can't believe you started fraud at the age of 16 and you did it for 3 years. What inspired you to even go into fraud in the first place? Tell us your story.
Yes, I started fraud at a very, very young age. At the age of 16, I was already into fraud.
Wow.
Because I grew up in an environment where the people who are making money for themselves, who are getting to live the lifestyle that I wanted to live, I wanted to be that person that could be able to achieve what it is he wants with his own money. That was the kind of person I wanted to be. And seeing these people doing it, it was motivating me. And when I started doing my research, looking at what they were doing, it was unclear at first until one day, this guy I know, like, we play football together, we play on the same field together, and we discuss. He just drove a brand new Toyota Corolla to the field.
How old was he?
He was around 17, 18 years old. And he was already making money. How can somebody your age mate making the kind of money you are planning to make in the nearest future? What do you think your parents will talk about you? What do you think people around you will talk about you? That was how I felt. Now, seeing this thing really happening, like after the next 1 week, 2 weeks, elderly ones around the area and big brothers, I would call them big brothers, big brosses around my area, they were already talking about this guy, like, this guy is making so much money, he's doing so much thing, carrying girls, dashing people money, and just living the lifestyle. Like, because now, imagine you growing up in a poor background. I grew up in a polygamous home, and my father was a farmer, my mom was a civil servant. So imagine those two jobs that are bringing less ends meet, trying to take care of somebody who wants to do big things. You hardly see civil servants who build mansion. Like this guy, my brother, says civil servant not to achieve this one. It's true.
Okay, that guy that advertises his cars on social media.
Civil servants not to buy this one.
My brother, I love the way he speaks.
My brother, so it's just true. My mom can't be able to achieve or afford that lifestyle that I wanted to live. I'm not seeing her living it. Even my father as well. Now I'm seeing somebody, my age group, living that lifestyle. I want me to just sit back and be doing what I was doing. I said no. I started doing my research, trying to get close to this guy more, because at first, me and this guy, we just play ball together. You know, ball field. There are different people from different places. So I started to get to know this guy more and realized that this guy was into fraud. Now, funny truth is, I never intended on doing fraud right from the beginning, because it was already painted bad from everybody around us. Like, this is bad. The whole idea behind it was bad. Now, seeing this boy come out, my guy who they play ball together, where he say come make money, everybody's now liking him. He's not helping people around the area. They are not falling in love with his lifestyle. Nobody can send who no get money again. I said, man, that thing they say this fraud is a bad thing, let me experience it myself. Now, there was no other way, because if there was other way for me to be able to make money as that guy was making, I could have done it. Growing up in a community where the only major source of income that people were doing was riding bike, people doing bricklayer work, people doing just menial jobs to make ends meet. Nobody were living that lifestyle. So seeing this guy doing it, I said, I guess this is the only way. So I went into fraud and I met this bros of mine. I think we grew up together at first before he decided to leave. Now, when he even left, I knew he was into fraud. I didn't kind of like feel that motivation at first because he was older than me, so I didn't even like understand why he made that decision. He flew to Ghana. So after that guy made that much money from fraud, my close guy, I was like, I was going to find a way to get connected with this my bros because we were very close right from childhood. And I connected with him one day and he offered to teach me what he was doing. He was also into fraud. So
what kind of fraud was he into?
He was into dating scam.
Okay.
So woman to man. I won't really go much about details about that one for safety. So woman to man, I was interested in it right from the very beginning because it's very simple. I like you, you like me. I do for you what I want you to do for me. Like when a man gives a woman money, he's expecting something. So that's what we do. You're expecting something for that woman, but the woman will play you to believe you're talking to an actual woman. And that was how the whole thing was happening right from the onset after meeting that my bros who was teaching me that. And with time, I just lasted like 6 months in his office, and I was already making my first big money. Like my first cash out from that particular work I was doing was $1,000, and my own share from it was 120,000 naira. Now imagine,
which year was this?
This was around 2019, 2020.
Oh.
At exact 25 of December 2019, because it was a Christmas day. So that day I didn't even know how I was going to go out for Christmas.
That was like
day.
The largest money you've seen in your entire life.
Exactly. So it was,
how old were you then? 16?
16 years.
Wow.
And I was still around my friends back then.
Wait, you cashed $1,000.
Yes.
You 120,000 I was given to you.
Yes.
So how much did your boss take from the money?
He told me back then that he took 40% and his brother took 20%. So total of 60%. He gave me 40%. That was what he told me.
So your own share of 40% was 120,000, and you did not know the actual value of $1,000.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this continued for the next cash out. Next cash out was $30,000.
$30,000.
Next cash out $85,000.
You cashed out $85,000.
Still haven't known the price of
the worth of dollar
yet, because I was still around 16, 17.
Did you buy a car?
I almost did. I used the money to buy a land.
Wait, I'm curious now. From the $85,000 you cashed out, how much was your share?
Total was 4.5 million naira.
From $85,000, that's what they gave you.
That was what I realized I was being transferred from $85,000.
That was what they gave you.
Yes,
now 4.5 million from $85,000.
Exactly.
Kai.
It was so shocking because back then
you did not know the value of dollars
at all. Didn't know the value. I thought it was like probably each $1,000 was 1 million naira per $1,000. That was what I thought back then. So,
but even if it was, that money was too poor. The 4.5 million.
What are you saying? Thought.
So the next cash out was now how much again?
100K.
$100,000.
It wasn't exactly 100K. It was 100K plus. I just put it 100K.
$100,000 plus. Wait, who was sending this money to you?
It's a romance scam, so it's man to woman. So
a man was sending this money to a lady. Jesus. No juju.
No, I didn't venture into that one.
Hey, God of Nazareth. How will somebody send that amount of money to somebody they have never met? Even me right now, I can't send 10,000 naira to somebody that I have not met. If I want you to come and do something for me and you tell me I should book ahead, I'll tell you I can't book ahead though. You should come. Immediately you come, I'll give you all your money. Because I've never been scammed and I don't want to ever have that experience.
You really don't want to, because
it's painful.
It's painful.
I can't imagine how that man is feeling right now. Wait, $100,000, $85,000, $30,000, $1,000 from the same person. Hey, Jesus.
Now,
is it Bill's Gate or what? No, I mean, he has to be that rich.
He was doing well for himself.
For him to spend that kind of money effortlessly. Wait, what did you even promise him?
Okay, it's all.
You promised to meet him or what?
That was part of it. There's what we call formats. Every stage has its own formats. Like, I'll give you this story. you buy it by all means.
So which format did you give to him? Okay. See, I want you to
so
tell us.
Let's go back to the $1,000.
Okay, which format?
First format was